Betty White in Life with Elizabeth, featuring Del Moore. Incident number 1 in the life of Elizabeth occurred because her husband, Alvin, got a little overbearing, as he always does when he's winning a game. The game in this case is ping pong.
Okay, now, if you miss this, it's 21-0. If you don't mind me saying, you're the world's worst ping pong player.
Come on, the game isn't over yet, will you, sir?
Now, don't get nervous. This is my spinner with the English twist.
Are you going to stand there and talk, or are you going to...
There we go. 21-0.
Oh, no. That wasn't fair. You're caught me off guard.
All is fair in love and ping pong. And by the way, when I come back from getting some water, I'll play with my left hand, okay? Are you bad?
Elizabeth, are you going to let him get away with that? What are you going to do? Those are castanets, I heard it, but I didn't see it. Do it again. I get it. You don't serve the ball at all. But when he hears the... Uh-oh, look out. Here he comes.
Okay, ready for another beating?
Sure, darling. It's fun to lose to you. You're such a good sport.
Honey, I just don't believe in pampering people when they're playing a game and losing, that's all.
Just you remember that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. One for me. Okay, all set?
Ready, set. Say, honey, do you mind if we change sides? The sun came up a little. It's right in the peak of the eye here.
Oh, sure, darling. Sure, I think the table's a little shorter here, too.
Oh, did you notice that, too? It's still a bit short.
All right. Y'all ready?
Ready.
Can you take criticism?
Naturally.
I think you pinged when you should have ponged.
Well, aren't you funny? Come on, I'll get it back to you this time.
No, come on. You get up here where you were. I think the wind changed.
Oh, really?
Okay, you all set?
All set.
Ready?
Ready.
Good boy.
I got it back. Huh?
That's a high one.
I didn't know I knocked it that high. But...
Here it comes. The score is now 7-0.
Honey, let me shake your hand. You played a terrific game.
Oh, it's nothing, sweetie. It's just... Anybody?
How do you explain this?
Loose knuckles?
And now, shall we try it without the tricks, Elizabeth?
Okay, I'll get another paddle. Now. Okay, ready?
I am ready.
All set to go?
Ready.
Okay.
Shall we have another go at it, Elizabeth?
Okay. All set?
Set.
Ready?
Just a moment. For some reason, I don't trust you any longer. Would you be kind enough to bounce the ball on the table?
Why, honey, it's only...
Bounce the ball on the table.
Nothing.
Bounce the ball. I should leave you at this point, Elizabeth. At times, life with you becomes very exhausting. Good afternoon.
Elizabeth, aren't you ashamed? Well, incident number 2 in the life of Elizabeth occurred last winter. As I recall it, Alvin was awakened by the sound of rain on the roof and couldn't get back to sleep. Well, the rain on the roof awakened Elizabeth, too, but she couldn't get back to sleep for a different reason. You see, Alvin had just finished fixing the roof with his own 2 clumsy hands.
Your hair, look. Like a porcupine. Couldn't sleep.
Me neither. Hey, wait a minute. I was... fixing that myself.
Why don't you... I just...
What'd you say?
Don't remember. Funny thing about sleep.
What is?
It makes you sleepy.
You're a clever girl, Elizabeth. You missed?
I'm tired. You come on over here and collect.
You owe me one. Honey, will you take it easy? That's only thunder.
Well, I don't mind thunder as much as I do lightning. Honey, if this storm gets much worse, maybe we better go down in the basement.
If lightning's going to hit us, it's going to hit us no matter where you hide.
Yeah, but like I always say, if it's going to hit us, let it look for us.
Look, come eat your sandwich, would you? Please, sit down. I see you put on some hot water. What do you want, coffee or tea?
Surprise me. See, I feel pretty wide awake now. I might even think of a joke.
Don't force yourself. Boy, I'm telling you, honey, this is really raining.
Never mind, darling. It smells like coffee.
Sweetheart. Look, honey, I love you and everything else, but no jokes. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, huh? Hey, you want some of this cake?
What kind is it?
I think it's marble cake.
No, thanks. I'll take it for granted. While you're there, look and see if the salad is dressing.
Instead of being so hilarious over a couple of bad puns, why don't you congratulate me for fixing the roof?
Alvin.
If you say one word about puns and coffee, I'll see my solicitor first thing in the morning.
Tell your solicitor to give my regards to your brother, nurse.
Honey, not another person would say a thing like that but you. But I love you, honest, I do. Did I tell you that I fixed the roof?
I'm trying to forget it. Isn't this cozy?
Hey, can I tell a joke?
Of course, darling. I love your sense of humor.
This will kill you. This fella goes into the restaurant and he says, "Waiter, bring me a bowl of soup."
Yeah.
And he says, and he brought the soup before, and he says, "Waiter, I can't eat this. I can't eat this bowl of soup." This here comes the funny part. So the waiter brought him another bowl of soup, and he says, "Hey, waiter," he says, "I can't eat this bowl of soup either."
What's the matter, honey? Didn't he have a spoon? Something wrong?
That was the punchline.
Some rain. Seriously, sweetie, I'm glad you did fix the roof.
Yeah, me too.
Alvin, don't splash the coffee.
How can you splash coffee? Elizabeth, are you eating grapefruit?
Alvin, the roof is leaking.
Well, so I missed one little spot.
Better get a pan.
Pan, yeah. I'll get one. Here. After all, you know, this is quite a storm, isn't it?
I'm not blaming you, darling.
I don't know about you, but I'm still hungry.
Me too. Will you pass the bread, sweetie?
Oh.
Never mind the dish, just fingers.
Sorry. Leaked over here, too.
Make the bread. Here, put a glass under it.
Oh. Well, after all, I'm entitled to two little mistakes.
Alvin, I didn't say one word about the roof.
I saved us $395. Bread's not very expensive.
It would have been cheaper to buy blotters.
Pass the jam.
Alvin,
What?
my bedroom slippers just floated away.
That's the leak over there. I'll get something to put under it.
Well, put the dishpan under it.
Yeah, I will. Are you still hungry?
I'm going to finish if I have to eat treading water.
Oh.
Here's another one.
Oh, forget it.
Listen to that. How many holes did you drill in the roof?
Well, why don't we go in the other room?
Because I think I just saw the piano float by.
Now, let's stop exaggerating.
All we need is a steam whistle and we'd have a calliope. You better empty some of these. Be right back. And don't sell any peanuts while I'm gone.
Don't leave me here. Honey, I can't swim. Don't... Oh, gosh, now I'm running. Honey, that's bad luck.
I'm more hungry than I am superstitious. Here.
But, honey,
Incident number 3 in the life of Elizabeth occurred on a certain evening a year or two ago. I'm sorry I can't be more specific as to the date and time, but I'm sure the vacuum cleaner salesman will never forget it as long as he lives.
Finished the book yet, honey?
one paragraph to go.
Can't wait to see what you think of it. That's my favorite mystery story.
Honey, would you please let me finish?
Excuse me. Go ahead. Finished yet?
Honey, I've read the same sentence 5 times. Would you please be quiet?
Must be a long paragraph. You mad at me?
Nope. I'm finished in spite of you.
What did you think of it?
I think it was absolutely awful.
How can you say that? That woman's one of the cleverest authors I've ever come across.
Look, women should never be allowed to write mysteries. They don't have any judgment when it comes to things like distances. You know. And besides, she based the whole solution of the story on a physical impossibility.
Do you mean where she has Madeline hit Oakley with the pipe 9 feet long?
Exactly. I'm surprised you even noticed it. Elizabeth, do you have any idea how long 9 feet is?
Sure. It's about like that.
That's about 3 feet. Elizabeth, do you know how long a yard is?
Well, ours is about 50 feet wide from the hedge over to the fence. I'd say it'd be...
Will you stop trying to be silly? 9 feet is about from about here to the wall over there.
It is not. And I can prove it. Stand up a minute. Come on.
Honey.
Look. There's 4 feet right there.
Elizabeth, will you go stand over by the door? I want to show you how stupid your friend is. Stand right over there. There. Now, do you think you could hit me with a pipe from over there?
Well, sure. You got to promise not to duck.
Elizabeth, put that down. She didn't throw the pipe. She just hit him with it from 9 feet away.
Well, this is a short stem.
She hit him with a gas pipe. I thought you said you read the book.
I did. I think you're just being mean.
Honey, I'm only trying to point out that a woman couldn't hit a man with a pipe 9 feet long. She couldn't even lift it.
She could, too.
Oh, look, wait a minute. Listen to this. Here's the place, I think. Here. Now, Madeline quietly lifted a 9-foot length of pipe that happened to be in the living room and bashed Oakley across.
Mama, this may sound like a silly question, but do you think a woman could lift a gas pipe that's 9 feet long and hit a man with it? Oh, well, Alvin and I were just having a little argument. No, Mama, I don't want to hit Alvin. She says, why don't I get a 1-foot pipe and hit you 9 times?
You might tell her that I love her, too. Look.
No, Mama. No, Alvin says a woman couldn't even lift the pipe.
That's right.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, I'll tell him. Bye. She says she doesn't know about most women, but she could lift a 9-foot stove, pipes and all. With a 17-pound turkey in the oven.
She didn't say that, and you know it.
Of course not, but she read the book, too, and she says it's perfectly logical.
Look, I'll call Harry and prove it.
That won't do any good, honey. I could call Janie and prove it my way, too. What we need is an impartial observer.
Yeah, I guess you're right, honey.
Alvin?
Thank you.
Who do we know who doesn't know either one of us?
You're not going to get out of this by being funny. Come over here a minute. Let me get this to you once and for all. Now, look, from about here to that door is about 9 feet. Now, can't you see it would be an impossibility to hit anyone that far away with a gas pipe?
I realize all that, Alvin, but she's such a brilliant author, I'm sure she's right.
Oh,
now,
honey.
Look, suppose the pipe was 9 feet long.
It's an
I'll get it. Yes.
I'm sure you don't want to buy a vacuum cleaner, do you?
No, I'm afraid not. You see, wait a minute. Don't you go away. Just 1 minute. Alvin, I think we have our impartial observer.
Well, good. Show him in. I'm going to prove this once and for all now to you that...
Come right in.
Oh, thank you. I'll put the stuff down right over here.
Dig the crazy mixed-up luggage.
Look, will you stop being silly and remember why he's here? I'm going to prove my point to you.
Honey, the least we can do is listen to what he has to say. He's entitled to that much. Won't you sit down, Mr.
Matt Attleberry.
Matt Attleberry? Well, we believe in first names around this house, Mr. Berry. This is Alvin, and I'm Elizabeth. And, Alvin, this is Matt Adel.
No, it's 2 words. Matt Attleberry.
Oh, you said it kind of fast.
You're thinking a little slow. Mr. Attleberry, sit down. I'd like to get your opinion on the weight of a gas pipe 9 feet.
Alvin.
Well, don't you want to hear about the vacuum cleaner?
Well, of course, go right ahead and tell us.
Well, I wouldn't want you to think that a vacuum cleaner is a machine to clean vacuums. You know, so many people make that mistake. You know. Would you like to hear an anecdote?
What? Oh, of course.
Well, once I worked for the Polecat Manufacturing Company.
What did they do, manufacture polecats? There's a real...
No, they made spray guns. Well, I called on this old lady one day, and I told her I was selling spray guns, and she wanted to know if she bought one, if she needed to buy a hunting permit. Isn't that comical?
Would you care to demonstrate the machine?
Yeah, a 9 foot.
Oh, yes.
Late.
Now, this won't take but a minute. Now, this is the extension. It's a pipe about 3 feet long. Don't do that. See, and we put it on like this. There, and then if we want it longer, then we add another one.
Alvin, look at this. Now, that's a pipe pretty near 3 feet long, and it's light as a feather.
Elizabeth, it's not a gas pipe. They're heavy.
Here it is. There. Now, if we want it any longer, then we add a third.
Now, look. You put the two of them together, and it's still light as a feather.
Look, honey, if they were gas pipes, they would weigh at least 20 pounds.
Got it. See, there's the third. Now then, if we want it longer, we put on some more. You see? Notice how long it's getting now. It's getting.
Look, one finger.
Oh.
Now then, we put the brush on like this. See? Now we're ready to clean our ceiling. You folks have awful high ceilings.
Something wrong, Mr. Boysenberry?
No, I thought I added extensions on this.
Look, come here, honey. I've got an idea. Come over here. Come here. Stand right here.
Don't talk too loud, darling. He's concentrating.
Now, look. Let's say that you're Madeline and that he's Oakley, and you're going to crush his skull.
I'm not going to crack his skull. I'm going to fracture his clavicle.
Look, honey, just the same, I say there's not enough room to swing the pipe.
Look, suppose I do this. Suppose I just hold it over his head, see?
Yeah.
And then I just drop it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it's as heavy as you say it is, it'll cut him in two.
True.
It'll cover it.
Yes, it will. Hey, wait. Wait a minute. Hey, come here. Hold it. Take it easy. He thought that we were going to hit him with a pipe.
Oh, now, there. Now, don't be frightened. This is just a scene from a book.
Oh. Well, goodbye anyway.
Now, wait a minute. Look, I want your opinion on something. Where's the pipe? Look, do you think that a man could hit a woman with a pipe, lift a pipe this long, and hit the guy with it? Do you think so?
Bye.
No, seriously, really. You see, this is a scene in a book. I say she could lift a pipe like that, and Alvin says she couldn't.
I think Alvin's right.
You see? I'm right. I told you so.
Well, I lose.
Absolutely.
You don't want to buy a vacuum cleaner, do you?
Well, I don't know. Do you need one, my dear?
Well, yes, I really do.
Oh? How much are they?
$61.50.
$61.50. All righty. Write your check. Brother. Yes, sir.
I didn't think that was going to work when I was here this afternoon.
There you are, my good man. Who was here this afternoon?
Wait. Alvin, you were so right about that pipe.
Hey, wait a minute. This was a plot.
I have no idea.
This was a plot.
That goes to show you
Well, I
what...
just...
Take it away to get a vacuum cleaner. Now, I'll give you a vacuum cleaner. You wouldn't have to have that.
Our own vacuum cleaner.
$61.50. We can have one with $9.95.
Hey,
That's what you wanted.
say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye, everybody.
Look, now, this isn't fair to me, Mr. After all, each one I did when I lost. All right?